What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be playing Shipment for the very first time, or well, this is going to be a gameplay that I recorded not so long ago after playing about 10 to 15 games of Shipment, and I can honestly say that this is the worst map in Call of Duty history. Not in Modern Warfare, just in history in general. This is worse than Freefall. This is worse than any other map that you guys can think of. And I'm not saying that because it's Shipment, I'm saying that because Infinity Ward has somehow managed to royally mess this up. I'll be honest, guys, I was very excited to play Shipment and get my hands on the brand new maps, Vacant and Shipment, and play the fan favourite maps, and obviously reminisce old times of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, and all the games that I really enjoyed playing Shipment on back in the day. Shipment has been coming back quite a lot in the Call of Duty history, and Call of Duty World War II's Shipment was very, very fun, very enjoyable. It was basically a carbon copy of COD 4's Shipment, or Modern Warfare 2's Shipment, and it was really, really good. It was really enjoyable, it was fun to play, and it was chaotic in a good way. Infinity Ward has somehow managed to take chaotic in a good way and turn it into so chaotic and confusing and crazy that you can't even think straight after playing one game of it. I'll be honest, playing this game, as you just saw, spawning in front of enemies, spawning behind enemies, spawning in between enemies, spawning in a cluster of enemies where I'm surrounded by enemies, spawning with 3 or 4 enemies looking directly at me, in front of them, behind them, on top of them almost, on top of head points, domination flags, headquarter points. I don't know what they did with the spawns in this game. And I hate the spawns in this game. I don't know what they did with Shipment to make the spawns like they are, but they might as well have just said, right, we're just going to spawn people in random places all over the map at any given time. It doesn't matter where they spawn at all, because people love chaos. Well, Infinity Ward, here is your wake-up call. People do not like ensued chaos that is completely out of control. People do not like spawning in front of 10 different enemies. People do not like spawning into bullets to the point where they have to try and react to actually get the ability to win a gunfight. Before they even spawn in, they have to think about what they're going to do, where they're going to look, where they're going to aim, if they're going to fire their weapon straight away, whether it's worth doing that or not. These are all questions that you shouldn't have to think about in 6v6. No way in 6v6 have we ever spawned in and gone, right, I need to be aiming down sight, I need to be firing my weapon just in case I spawn right in front of someone. And I'll be honest, it's an absolute catastrophe. I wanted this map to be good. I wanted to enjoy this map. I wanted to play this map. I wanted it to be the map for the SMGs, for the shotguns, for the pistols and stuff like that. We could run around, ding loads of people, get all the camo challenges done very, very quickly, and have a bloody good time doing it. But no, what we got is spawn and die, spawn and die, spawn in front of an enemy, spawn behind an enemy, spawn in front of 3 or 4 enemies, and good luck surviving at any given point in time. My very first game on this map, I went 32 and 66. And out of the 66 deaths, I would have to say that over half of them were down to me just spawning in random locations in front of enemies, or in lines of sight, or into gunfire itself. I even spawned into a grenade. And I was just like, well, okay then. That's fair. I don't understand what they did with this game and the spawns and the logic in this of the spawns on this particular map. like I said before, there doesn't seem to be any sort of given logic at all. It seems to be, right, well, this guy's just died, I'm going to plonk him over here. And so on and so forth. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'll be honest, they managed to take a good map, a map that people were looking forward to, and completely fucking ruin it. They blocked off certain points that I don't think really needed blocking off, or could have been opened up to give you more routes and more access around the map, which might have been better. But then they've also added another layer of like verticality to the map itself, which, with the way that this game is currently playing, you don't even have chance to get up to that next level, because by the time you respawned in, half the time you're already dead. I mean, like, it doesn't even make sense to have that extra layer when you can't even fucking get to it. And I'll be honest, yes, I am bleeping out swear words, and yes, I'm bleeping out the obscenities, or whatever you want to call them, because I'm trying to have a family-friendly channel. But, I'll be honest, when a game developer takes something that you've been looking forward to, I was looking forward to the map's release of Vacant and Shipment. And I'll be honest, Vacant plays like Vacant. There isn't many changes to it, it plays really well, and I quite enjoy it. Shipment, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. And I'll be honest, the graphics look amazing. The map looks great, but half the time I can't see what's going on because the smoke grenades, kill streaks going off, grenades going off, flashbangs going off, whatever you want to, you know, create or put in the game to make it so you can't see. That's sort of what you run into on Shipment all the time. You run into that all the time. And I'll be honest, it's very frustrating because as a guy that loves Call of Duty, as a guy that loves, you know, playing these games and enjoys playing these games and recording them and everything like that, I feel like this is a downward spiral for Infinity Ward. Really, I was very impressed with the game. I've been enjoying the game while I've been playing it and stuff like that. But when it comes to map design, when it comes to spawn logic, and when it comes down to some of the important decisions that the community wants making to improve the game, and Infinity Ward is just sort of ignoring it, which I covered in my previous video, there'll be a card up on the screen. But when they are basically taking all of that kind of stuff and just throwing it out the window, or not even considering it as much as they should be doing to improve this game in ways that the community wants. I mean, for Christ's sake, the kill feed is still not fixed. Kills are still randomly just disappearing off the kill feed for some reason. And I'll be honest, I don't understand why that's a thing. It seems to be fixed sometimes, and then other times it'll just disappear. And it's really frustrating. I don't know whether it's just a ground war thing or not. I don't know what the crack is with it. But Infinity Ward, you need to give yourself a little knock on the head, wake yourselves up and take the feedback from the community on board and make some improvements. You need to obviously rework the spawns on Shipment. And I mean rework them. I mean overhaul them. Make them so you do spawn in a safer area. There is these safe spaces built into the map that, yes, aren't very good because the map's so small, but I'll be honest, they really need to do something about it. Now, obviously, PSA for you guys, I'm sorry about my voice, I'm sorry about the way that I sound and everything at the moment. I'm really ill, and I'm trying to get better. I feel much better than I did, I'm getting there, but currently my voice is just not there much at all, and I'm obviously trying to improve it, trying to get better and stuff, but obviously I still want to pump out content for you guys, so here I am. But on that note, with a very disappointed look at Shipment 2019 in Modern Warfare 2019, I have to say with a low and sorry heart that this map isn't great. This map is a pure disappointment. And yes, Infinite Ward can solve it. Infinite Ward can fix this issue. I have faith in the development team. They seem to be listening to the feedback and stuff that we do have. But I'll be honest, when it comes to the way that this game has been with the spawn logic and the way that the spawns work in this game at the moment and have done previously, I'm not really holding out much hope for them fixing the spawns very well in this game particularly. So hopefully they listen to the community, hopefully they, you know, come and bring us some better spawns and some better ideas and stuff like that. And obviously if they're going to remaster more maps, I hope to God they don't make the same mistakes that they did with Shipment. Because if they do, then people are just going to start moving away from this game because they can't play it. They just can't hack playing this game anymore because they are making so many decisions that are kind of hindering this game. Like I said, my previous video, go and watch it if you haven't already. It's about basically Infinite Ward having a vision that they're trying to stick to, and that is what is holding this game back. That's just my opinion, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And keep a watch out for my videos premiering, because I'm starting to use that feature a lot more on YouTube, simply because it seems to be promoting the video to you guys a bit better and stuff like that. So, like I said, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. Look out for the premieres and me sharing the links on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.